So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about basically this is like my second rant, and it's kind of wrong that I'm attacking Rob Liefeld. He's only a showboat figure is what it appears now. I take the word creation very seriously, and when I say that Rob didn't create that character and Fabian didn't create that character, it looks here online like Joe Kelly was responsible for breaking the fourth wall. You broke the wall too, dude. And Harry Lama, if you're out there, screw you too, okay? This is an example of another big corporation taking advantage of the little guy. It's all that it is, okay? You could sit out there and quite frankly, now that I've done these 9 videos, this will be the 10th video. Quite frankly, that I've done these videos, I'm sorry that I even kind of got involved into this cesspool of industry that they're so bankrupt of originality and bankrupt of creating anything. I understand why they don't do it, but it's sick. It's really sick. For them to sit there and to piece out material that I sent them in '87, to piece it out and stretch it over 10 years is really sick. Okay? Everybody got a plate out there to eat from except me. Where's my plate, Marvel? Where's my plate? Rob Liefeld. Look his name up and watch plagiarism come up on Google. Okay? If he created anything, it would amaze me. Go to Comic-Con, draw your pictures at Comic-Con, and tell people the lie. Do not believe the lie, people. They're going to have you out there believing that this guy did this, that, and the other. He's out there collecting old comic books so he could learn how to draw like the old-timers used to draw. Okay? He hasn't had an original idea. I could go on and on about this guy. I wanted to do a video about weapons, but I think I might make this my last video. People tell me, John, you should pursue this because there's money involved. This ain't about money. It never was about money. Actually, you guys can keep your money. Pound it where your sun don't shine. Okay? That's where you can keep your money, Mr. Liefeld. You jerk, you creep. That's my opinion of you. You're a con artist. And if you came nose to nose with a Brown, let me tell you something. You'd be waking up tomorrow snoring. Get knocked out. Period. Let me tell you something. The background of the character comes from me. I've studied martial arts since I was 10 years old. Okay? Boxing, wrestling, Aikido, karate, you name it, I've done it. Muay Thai, I've done it. And as far as my background and everything, I created it, and you guys don't even have the decency to pay the guy that created it. Shame on you, Marvel. Shame on you, Liefeld, and shame on you, Nice Cheese. Punk. That's what you are. Okay? Am I pissed off about it? You're damn skippy I'm pissed off about it. And I'm going to come out and say it. Very few people in this life have actually hurt my feelings, and you guys have hurt my feelings. And Mickey Mouse, send all 12 of your lawyers. I don't care. I'm coming out swinging. And you punks out there, sit there and say that you didn't create jack shit. Period. Okay? I got my wife beater on today. I am bringing the noise. And afraid, fear isn't in my vocabulary. So you guys really have a problem. And you had better pray. Come say it to my face. You created something you didn't create. And I did it. And I got to give credit to Mom. Mom came up with breaking the fourth wall, and Mom came up with the middle name. Okay? And this is my little post-Comic-Con rant for you people out there today. Rob, dude, you can't even draw a wrist. You can't draw a wrist, you can't draw an ankle, and you're really bankrupt of creativity. And another thing, I was 15 years old when I created that character. If that's all you got in your 27 years or 25 years, whatever you call it, okay? Whatever you call your career, if that's all you have, I really feel sorry for you. Type in his name and then start to type a P after it and watch plagiarism come up on Google. He's a joke. I really didn't want to get into this, but I'm kind of pissed off about it. And quite frankly, you know, when I think about it, the lawmaker Solon made it a crime for Greeks to run away from controversy. I'm not running away from this. I'm right in your business with this. I'm in your face. I'm on YouTube, and I'm invoking my First Amendment right and my freedom of press. I created that character, not you guys. And let me tell you something. Send your lawyers to prove that I didn't. I guarantee it. Send them. I want them. The only reason why I haven't gone after you is there was a flood in my parents' basement. I'm digging through tax records from 1979 looking for a letter that I had in my hand in September. And when I do find it, you will hear from me. But until then, I gotta sit back and wait. That's the only reason. But prove that I didn't create that character. You got writers out there claiming that they did this and that, and in reality of it, they're getting paid for a job to create and do this kind of stuff, and they're taking it from me. And pissed off about it, man, I'm going to say it anyway. And one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to say I'm crazy, or you're going to know that I'm telling you the truth. I've been sick for the last few months. And I'll tell you what, when I read some of this garbage that I see on here, it puts a little bit more of a fire in my belly. And before I go out, I'm going to make sure that I'm heard and that I tell the truth. And you guys, you ain't getting away with it. I'm going to pin this on you, and I'm going to tell the truth, and your lies are going to be exposed. So, that's all I'm going to say about that for now. This other kid, he mentioned something to me, and he goes, oh, well, your story's kind of flawed. Listen, you either believe it or you don't believe it. And I don't really care, because when I'm gone, there ain't going to be anybody to tell you the truth. That's what this video is about, telling the truth. Has nothing to do with money. I ain't gotten any compensation for my work, but it really bothers me when I look up on the internet and I find out that these guys are credited and going to Comic-Cons, and basically it's a giant flea market where these guys can shine their egos. I'm impressed. Put your nuggets up on a chopping block with John Brown and go and let's play the game the way that nuts play the game. You know what? You ain't going to do it because you don't have the nuggets or the testicular fortitude to do it. So, and Rob, you're a punk, okay? And I hope, please, someone get this guy out of the comics industry. I was very happy when I saw he got fired from Hawk and Dove and his creative input. And your claims that you created my character? Nah, come on, dude. You didn't create Jack and you didn't create Shiz. Let me tell you that. So, with that, that's my rant for today. And you can take that to the blood bank, okay? You... just so bankrupt, man. Just so bankrupt of talent and everything else. Man, I'm going to tell you another thing too, people. And I don't want you to be mad at me in particular. Coming back to the character. Why do you think I gave him 2 katana swords? I gave him 2 katana swords for what reason? I researched this character before I put him out there. And I researched him based on a character named Musashi, who was one of Japan's heroes. And he carried 2 samurai swords. He carried 1 in each hand. Anyway, make a long story short about this rant and everything. I gave him 2 of the holiest of holy weapons because I've studied martial arts. Now, why would I give him those 2 weapons? He wouldn't need any sai or tonfa or weapons like that. He wouldn't need them if he had katanas, especially really good katanas. These guys, they don't want to tell you the whole story. They want to keep you drinking the Kool-Aid and sucking it up and, yeah, keep polishing them nuggets, man. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying any more Marvel products. I'm not seeing their movies. I will totally watch the bootleg versions from now on. Totally. South Philly style. You know, you guys are out there propping it up, and the reality of it is you won't give credit to the man that created your material, and that's sad. You know what's even worse than that, too? I look at Stan Lee a little bit different now. I grew up watching this guy on TV and hearing his voice on cartoons, and now when I see him, I go, there ain't no way this guy created this shit. And I say that to myself. You know, I see what yous are doing to me, and instead of giving me a bobblehead or a thank you letter, our guys created it. Yeah, your guys created it all right. What a joke. And let me tell you something else. I hear about this, he's there smiling at Comic-Con like he did something. I mean, the only thing you guys really did, if anything, creative-wise, you were midwives to the birth of my creation. That's all you were. And Damien says here, he says, well, you sent it unsolicited. I didn't send it unsolicited. I asked them for permission in October of '86. I asked for permission, and I got a letter back in December 18th, 1986, and I started work after Christmas, after the holiday. The letter came December 18th, and I started work after Christmas in '86. Now, looking back on this, I wish I created My Little Pony instead of this character. But it really bothers me as an artist and the creative brains behind stuff that when I create it, everyone wants to take a piece of that out there and claim it as their own. And that's the sucky, grimy part about Hollywood, and it's the sucky, grimy part of that industry. And I'm speaking out about it. You guys could sit there and say I'm crazy all you want. That's fine. But the truth needs to be heard, because guess what? When I'm not here someday, and this is going back to being Irish, tomorrow's not guaranteed to anyone. So for me to sit here and to tell you guys this, maybe I'm not here tomorrow, but at least there's videos out there to clarify things, and at least you have a shot at knowing the truth and not drinking the Kool-Aid that these guys are selling you. So, with that, my dog's talking to me. I will maybe post another video, but I need to vent and get this off my chest and tell the story. And with that, I thank you, and have a blessed day, everyone.